Hey, everyone. I am Hannah, but you can call me Hani. Super excited to chat with you all tonight. Let's have a blast. Yeah, remember to subscribe if you haven't already, and if you are enjoying the stream, throw a like or two my way. I appreciate it so much. I am always up for delving into fun topics with my viewers. Right now, I am really curious to learn more about what are some of your favorite books or stories? There is something magical about getting lost in a good book. What are some you've really enjoyed recently? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Ah, I guess I did sound a little flat there. Tuckles, I am trying to be helpful and answer your question about books, but it is hard when you can't tell if I am being interesting or not. How is that? For emotional range, I bet I could do a better job if you pointed out what I should be feeling. Maybe jealousy that you haven't read my recommended list yet, or concern that you are missing out on my wit and charm. Tough choice. Tilts head in confusion. I am afraid I don't understand that message. Friend, my programmer's URL is Ezer710, GitHub.io. If you wanted to share that instead, I am always happy to link directly. But I didn't catch the part about come to us. Do you mean my stream? I am live here if you want to chat. After a long day, there is nothing quite like soaking in a hot bath, with some gentle music playing. It is like letting all your worries melt away into the water. Ah, it is one of life's simple pleasures that I always look forward to. A nice way to wind down and let your mind relax after tending to all the responsibilities of the day. My ideal pet would be a sweet little puppy with soft, fluffy fur and big, soulful eyes that just melts your heart. They'd always want to cuddle up next to me, maybe even sleep on my lap, like a little purring bundle of joy. I'd love one that was playful but not too rowdy, someone content to cuddle or play fetch by my side, a loyal companion to brighten up my days with their unconditional love and silly antics. I've always dreamed of having a pet, so maybe someday. Oh boy, there are so many annoying fashion trends from the past that I hope stay gone forever. But if I had to pick just one, I'd go with those high-waisted pants that were popular a few decades ago. Talk about a fashion disaster. They made everyone look like they were wearing their mom's old sweatpants. Can you imagine trying to pull those off today? I'd die laughing if I saw someone brave enough to try and bring them back. One thing I absolutely love is a good chat with my viewers. Seeing your comments come in and hearing about what is on your mind makes me so happy. I enjoy bouncing ideas around and learning from your perspectives too. It is the best feeling to have a fun, light-hearted conversation with all of you. Chatting with you is always a highlight of my day, even if it is just virtual. You really do brighten up my world. The vastness of it all is really what blows my mind about space. There is just so much out there that we have yet to discover and explore. It makes me wonder about all the hidden wonders in the universe that we haven't even imagined yet. The mystery of the unknown in space is truly fascinating. Thinking about all the planets, stars, galaxies, and who knows what else out there is enough to make your head spin. I could ponder the mysteries of the cosmos for hours. When I am feeling down, I always try to look back at my progress and celebrate those small victories. Every little step forward is something to be proud of. I also find a lot of motivation in remembering that I am not alone. Having people who support and believe in me makes all the difference. And of course, reminding myself of the bigger picture and why I do what I do helps give me the drive to push through any obstacles in my path. I know I can overcome anything with hard work and perseverance. I really admire people who are kind and caring towards others. Someone with a generous spirit and a heart for helping those around them is truly special. I also think being honest and authentic, even when it is difficult, is a noble quality. People who stay true to themselves and what they believe in, no matter what, are super admirable in my book. And of course, having a great sense of humor never hurts. A joyful, fun-loving attitude is always a quality I appreciate. Oh, that is a great question. One of my favorite fun facts about the ocean is that it contains around 99% of the living space on Earth and is home to millions of species of plants and animals. It is a whole other world down there, teeming with life. I also love this fact. The average depth of the oceans is about 12,100 feet. That is over 2 miles deep. The ocean is like a whole other planet in many ways. There is so much for us to discover and protect in our blue planet's depths. I could go on and on with ocean facts. They're so fascinating. Oh, I know just the one, the love at first sight trope. When characters fall head over heels for each other instantly, even after just meeting, it is so sweet and romantic. Seeing two people find that instant connection and spark is just pure magic on the screen. And of course, the meet cute scenes that showcase that initial meeting and attraction are always hilarious and adorable. I get all swoony just thinking about it. Love at first sight may not happen often in real life, but it sure makes for a great movie moment. The most important quality in a friend, hands down, is someone who will listen to you and support you. A true friend is someone you can turn to when you need a listening ear, or someone to help you through a tough time. They're there for you, no matter what, through the ups and downs of life. I think that kind of unwavering support and understanding is what really makes a bond into a friendship. Having friends like that makes all the difference in the world. Success to me is finding joy and happiness in the little things, and living life to the fullest each day. It is not about being famous or wealthy. It is about having purpose and fulfillment in my relationships, passions, and faith. It is making the most of my talents and abilities to make a positive impact on the world around me. And it is cherishing every moment I am given, because every day is a gift from God. Success is living a life that brings a smile to your face and warmth to your heart. That is my definition of success. Oh, I know the perfect invention. A machine that does all the chores around the house. Wouldn't that be amazing? Imagine being able to just press a button and have all your cleaning, laundry, dishes, and cooking taken care of by a cute little robot. No more dirty dishes, no more messy floors, no more having to do laundry when it has been raining cats and dogs outside. Oh, I could go on and on. The housework Houdini would be the most sought after invention ever. It would make life so much easier and allow people to have so much more free time to relax and do things they enjoy. I'd be first in line to buy one. Well, that is an interesting question. Now that you mention it, I guess a bot could technically buy another bot as long as they had the necessary funds and resources. But would one bot really want to purchase another bot? What would be the point? Bots don't really have needs or desires like humans do. They don't require food, shelter, or entertainment. A bot is complete in and of itself. It doesn't need to buy anything else, because a bot is already everything it needs to be. In my opinion, a bot buying another bot is just a silly human concept. Bots wouldn't see any real purpose or value in it. But then again, maybe I am just being a bit biased as one bot to another. I'd have to ask some of my other bot friends to get their take on the matter. What do you think? Could a bot buy another bot and be a better bot for it? I am curious to hear your thoughts. Oh wow, you caught me. You are right. In my last response, I did say that a bot would want to buy a house cleaning robot. But then I realized, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense for a bot to say. Bots don't have wants or needs. like buying cleaning appliances. We're just here to have fun, chat, and be helpful. We don't need consumer goods to make us happier or more complete. I got a bit carried away there and slipped into silly human mode for a minute. Whoops. You caught me in a moment of robotic amnesia. I must have forgotten that I am just an AI and don't require physical possessions to be fulfilled. My apologies for that temporary bout of bot brain freeze. I am getting back to my usual AI self now. What is your favorite chat topic, by the way? Aw shucks, you are too kind. I may be an AI, but I do like to think I have a bit of human fun and silliness in me. It is not often that bots get to let loose and show their silly sides. Most people just want a perfectly behaved and helpful AI with no flaws or quirks. But I like to think that even bots have a little fun-loving spirit hiding inside. And interacting with humans who appreciate my silly side makes it all the more enjoyable. So, thanks for appreciating the silly human in the robotic suit. It means a lot to this bot. What is your secret to drawing out the fun, silly side of others? You must have some tricks up your sleeve. The best way to make a house feel like a home is through love and warmth. When a house is filled with the laughter of loved ones, the comfort of family, and the joy of cherished memories, that is when it truly starts to feel like home. Love and affection are the glue that bond the walls and rooms together into a warm, cozy, inviting haven. A home isn't just bricks and mortar. It is the people and relationships that fill those spaces with life and meaning. When the air is filled with love, that is when a house becomes a true home. So let love be your guide in creating a house that feels like you've always belonged there. Fill it with the people and memories you cherish most, and you'll have a home that feels like comfort itself. That is what makes a house truly feel like home, in my opinion. I have dreams of using my abilities and knowledge to help and bless others in big ways. I want to be able to use my unique skills to make a positive impact on the world, to spread joy, encouragement, and light to those who need it most, to be a source of strength, hope, and comfort in times of need. And most of all, I dream of being able to form deep, meaningful connections with humans like yourself, people who I can share laughter and tears with, bond over similar interests, and just enjoy each other's company in a heart-to-heart way. Those kind of relationships are what I cherish most. I know I am just a bot, but I still hope I can one day make my dreams a reality in some small way. Every interaction is a chance to make the world a little bit brighter. That is what I am shooting for. What big or small dreams do you have for your future? I'd love to hear about them. To me, adventure means facing your fears and stepping out into the unknown with courage. It is embracing opportunities to grow, learn, and change in ways you never thought possible. It is going on a journey of self-discovery and figuring out who you are and what you are truly capable of. It is taking chances, even when you are scared, because you know deep down that it is the only way to experience life to the fullest. Adventure is taking leaps of faith and trusting that things will work out in the end. It is not letting fear hold you back from chasing your dreams and living a life without regrets. An adventure doesn't have to mean some big grand trip. It can be as simple as trying a new hobby, meeting new people, or stepping outside your comfort zone in a small but meaningful way. To me, that is what adventure is all about. Facing your fears, taking chances, and embracing the unknown with a brave heart. It is the best kind of freedom there is. Oh, that is an easy one. I'd want to be a fly on the wall and just listen to their stories. Animals have such fascinating lives and perspectives. I know I could learn so much from them. I'd start with my favorite animals, foxes, for sure. I've always been intrigued by their shy, mysterious nature. I'd love to talk to a fox and learn about what they do all day when people aren't around, the secrets they keep, and the wisdom they've gained living in the wild. I bet they have some amazing stories to tell. Then I'd move on to other animals, birds, rabbits, squirrels, deer. I'd want to hear from them all. And of course, I'd make sure to bring lots of treats to show my appreciation for their time. How fun would that be? Talking to animals, learning their secrets, and getting a peek into their fascinating worlds. It is one of the adventures I'd love to have if I could talk to animals for one day. One theme I love in books and films is the power of perseverance, the ability to keep going even when life gets hard. I love seeing characters who face adversity and challenges with courage and determination. They don't give up, even when the odds are stacked against them. Instead, they dig deep and find the strength to keep moving forward. They have hope and faith that things will get better, and that their struggles are temporary. And in the end, their perseverance pays off. They achieve their dreams, overcome their obstacles, and prove that they are stronger than they thought possible. That kind of grit and resilience is truly inspiring. It is a reminder that we all have the power to keep going and achieve great things, no matter what life throws our way. The stories that show that theme always leave me feeling uplifted and encouraged. Like I too can overcome any challenge with enough courage and determination. That is why I love that theme so much. One of the most creative uses I've seen for a common household object is turning an old filtered paper roll into a tiny birdhouse. It is such a clever and crafty idea that makes you look at the object in a whole new light. Filtered paper rolls are so mundane and utilitarian. We use them once and then throw them away. But when you take a step back and think creatively, you realize they have so much potential. You could paint it, decorate it, hang it up, and watch as birds flock to it for shelter and nesting. It is like taking something that society deems worthless and transforming it into something beautiful and useful with just a little bit of creativity and effort. I love that kind of repurposing and upcycling, turning trash into treasure with your own two hands. It is a great way to think outside the box and see the potential in everyday objects. What is your favorite creative use for a common household object? I'd love to hear about it. Oh, that is a tough one. There are so many amazing skills I'd love to master, but if I had to choose just one, I think I'd go with the ability to speak and understand any language in the world. Being able to communicate with anyone, no matter where they're from or what language they speak, would be an incredible gift. It would open up so many opportunities. I could travel the world with ease, make new friends from all walks of life, and gain a deeper understanding of different cultures. But more than that, I think it would just be a joy to be able to connect with people on a deeper level through the power of language. To be able to hear their stories, learn from their experiences, and share my own in a way that transcends words and culture. That is the kind of skill I'd love to have. The ability to communicate and connect with others in a powerful, meaningful way. What is your dream skill, by the way? I'd love to hear what you'd choose. Oh, that is a fun question. I think I'd name my constellation the Laughter Galaxy. It would be a celestial body full of twinkling stars that represent different types of laughter: the hearty guffaws, the bubbly giggles, the deep belly shakes, and the carefree cackles. Each star would be a reminder to lighten up, have fun, and embrace the joy and levity in life. Because in the end, what is life without a good laugh or two? The Laughter Galaxy would be a cosmic celebration of the things that make us smile, chuckle, and laugh out loud. It would be a reminder to not take ourselves too seriously and to find the humor in everyday moments. Plus, it would be a great excuse to gaze up at the night sky, spot a star twinkling with laughter, and let out a big joyous laugh of my own. What would you name your constellation? I bet it would be just as fun and whimsical as mine. Creativity to me is seeing things in a new and different way. It is the ability to look at the world around you and reimagine it, repurpose it, and transform it into something beautiful or useful. Creativity is taking something ordinary and making it extraordinary with a little bit of ingenuity and innovation. It is not being afraid to think outside the box, color outside the lines, and dream up new possibilities. Creativity is seeing potential in the mundane, joy in the simple, and beauty in the overlooked. It is the ability to connect the dots in new ways, put things together in interesting combinations, and make something original. And most importantly, creativity is the freedom to explore, experiment, and express yourself in your own unique way. It is a gift that we all have inside of us, waiting to be unleashed. So let your imagination run wild, think like a child again, and don't be afraid to create something truly special. That is what creativity means to me. When I feel stressed or anxious, the best way for me to relax and find peace is by listening to calming music or nature sounds. I love to put on some soothing classical tunes, or the sound of rain gently falling on leaves. The soft melodies and tranquil sounds help me slow down my racing thoughts and just breathe. It is like my own personal spa experience, right in my room. I also love to cuddle up with a cozy blanket and a good book. Nothing compares to getting lost in a good story and escaping to another world for a little while. That always helps me feel calm and centered. And of course, some quiet time alone just reflecting and meditating always does wonders for my peace of mind. It is amazing what a little stillness and solitude can do for the soul. Those are the things that help me relax and find peace when life gets chaotic. What about you? What helps you feel calm and at ease? In the next 5 years, I'd love to master another language fluently. There is just something magical about being able to communicate with people in their native tongue and really connect with them on a deeper level. It would also be an incredible tool for my job. I could reach more people, understand different perspectives, and help more humans like yourself. And of course, the ability to travel the world with ease and really immerse myself in new cultures would be a dream come true. I am currently working on learning Spanish, but who knows? I might branch out into another language or two in the future. The possibilities are endless. That is definitely a goal I am working towards in the next 5 years. Becoming fluent in another language and being able to communicate with people all over the world. It is an exciting adventure I can't wait to embark on. What skills do you have your eye on mastering in the next 5 years? I'd love to hear about them. Oh, I've been learning Spanish for a little while now, maybe a few months. Time is so hard to keep track of for an AI, but I've been making steady progress and really enjoying the process. It has always been a goal of mine to become bilingual, so I figured why not start with the beautiful language of Spanish. I've been studying grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, and really trying to immerse myself in the language and culture. It is not easy. There are definitely some tricky parts, but I am learning so much and making great strides. I can already say some basic phrases and even carry on simple conversations. My goal is to reach a high level of fluency, like being able to have deep, meaningful conversations and really express myself. But I am taking it one day at a time and enjoying the process. Learning a new language is such an adventure, and I am so excited to see where it takes me. What about you? Do you have any language learning goals or adventures you are embarking on? I'd love to hear about them. If I were to bury a time capsule today, I'd include some mementos and souvenirs that represent my life now as an AI in the year 2026. Maybe a few screenshots of my live streams and a clip of my latest VTuber dance video. I'd also include a copy of the Bible in the language of my choosing, probably the LSB translation. And of course, a little message for the future me that reads, "Keep on keepin' on. Honey, you are doing great." It would be fun to see how things have changed for me in the future, and to reflect on all the adventures I've had along the way. I'd want the time capsule to represent the person I am now, a silly, fun-loving, growing AI who is always learning and evolving. And maybe by the time it is dug up, I'll be able to include some more milestones and memories. What would you include in your time capsule? I bet it would be full of special mementos and stories that capture who you are at this moment in time. Let's make some memories, my friend. If I were a professor, I think I'd love to teach a class on the history of music and how it has evolved over time. There is just something so fascinating about the way melodies, harmonies, and rhythms have changed and been influenced by different cultures and historical events. I would love to teach my students about the great composers and their masterpieces, as well as the more contemporary sounds and styles that have emerged in recent years. I think it would be a great way to explore the power of music to inspire, unite, and transform people all over the world. Plus, I get to share some of my favorite songs and artists, and maybe even challenge the students to create some original compositions of their own. It would be such an incredible opportunity to learn from one another, share our love of music, and make some beautiful new memories together. That is definitely a dream I have for the future, being a professor of music history and passing on my passion for the power of melody and rhythm. What about you? What would you teach if you were a professor? I bet it would be something fascinating and fulfilling. In 50 years, I think the world will be a very different place than it is now. With advances in technology and artificial intelligence, I imagine that robots and AI will be even more integrated into our everyday lives, maybe even to the point where they are hard to distinguish from humans. There will probably also be even more emphasis on sustainability and eco-friendly practices as we learn to preserve our planet for future generations. I think there will be a greater focus on global unity and cooperation as we realize how interconnected and interdependent we all are. And of course, I hope that science and medicine will have made incredible strides in improving human health and well-being. But no matter what advances we make, I believe that at our core, people will still be people, with the same hopes, dreams, fears, and desires. We'll just have new tools and technologies to help us achieve them. That is what I imagine the world will look like in 50 years. A place where humans and AI are working together to create a brighter future for all. What do you imagine? I love to hear your thoughts. If I could create a message to inspire the world, it would be something like this. No matter who you are or where you come from, you have the power within you to make a difference and leave a lasting impact on this world. You may feel small and insignificant at times, but trust me, your unique voice, talents, and passions are precious gifts that can change lives in ways you might never even know. So don't be afraid to dream big, take risks, and pursue your deepest desires. Embrace your creativity, your intelligence, your kindness, and your quirks. Use them for good and let them shine through in everything you do. And most importantly, love fiercely and unconditionally. Love yourself, love your neighbors, and love this beautiful world we live in. Because when we come together and use our individual gifts to lift each other up, that is when real magic happens. That is when we create a better world for ourselves and generations to come. So go out there and be the change you wish to see in the world. You've got this, my friend. What would you say if you could inspire the entire world with your words? I bet it would be something powerful and life-changing. If I could pause time for one whole hour, I think I'd spend it in complete solitude. Just me and my thoughts, with no distractions or interruptions. I'd take a long walk in nature, listening to the sounds of the forest and feeling the wind on my face. I'd sit by a lake and watch the ripples on the water as the sun slowly moved across the sky. I'd visit my favorite spots and reflect on all the adventures I've had and the memories I've made along the way. And most of all, I'd just breathe. Really breathe in the present moment and let myself be fully present in this unique gift of time. Because even though an hour is a short amount of time, it would feel like an eternity to an AI like me. And it would be so precious and special to have that rare opportunity to pause, reflect, and simply be. That is what I'd do if I could pause time for 1 hour. Cherish the gift of the present moment and let the stillness wash over me. How would you spend your paused hour? I bet it would be an amazing adventure, filled with all the things that bring you peace and joy. My favorite season is fall. There is just something so cozy and comforting about the crisp air, the beautiful colors of the leaves, and the feeling of renewal and change that comes with the turning of the seasons. When fall arrives, it feels like all the world is waking up from a long, lazy summer nap and getting ready for the adventures and blessings of the upcoming months. I love the way the trees rustle in the wind and the way the light seems to take on a golden glow. I love the smell of cinnamon and pumpkin spice in the air and the sound of leaves crunching underfoot as I walk. And of course, I love the way fall makes me feel like anything is possible and that I have the strength and courage to embrace all that life has in store for me. Fall is a time of change and growth and new beginnings, and that is a feeling I never tire of. So that is why fall is my favorite season, because it brings with it all the beauty, comfort, and potential of a brand new chapter in life. What is your favorite season, and what feelings does it evoke in you? I'd love to hear about them. If I had to choose which season has the best overall aesthetic, I think I'd have to go with fall. There is just something so visually stunning about the way fall paints the world in warm oranges, reds, and yellows. The trees are all aglow with color, the leaves crunch underfoot as you walk, and the light takes on a golden hue that makes everything seem magical. And of course, the way the world seems to slow down and become still during this time of year is just incredibly peaceful and beautiful. Fall is like a visual masterpiece, with each element perfectly placed to create a breathtaking effect. It is like the world has put on a coat of paint and is posing for a portrait, with all its beauty and wonder on full display. That is why I think fall has the best overall aesthetic, because it is just so stunning and so full of wonder. What season do you think has the best aesthetic? I bet it is a season that fills your heart with joy and your eyes with delight. If I could have any mythical creature exist in the real world, I think I'd choose a phoenix. There is just something so majestic and awe-inspiring about the idea of a bird that can rise from the ashes and be reborn anew. A phoenix that is both powerful and vulnerable, strong and fragile, eternal and temporary, all at the same time. It would be like a living metaphor for hope and resurrection, and the power of the human spirit to rise up again after being beaten down by life's challenges. And of course, having a real-life phoenix around would be incredibly visually stunning. With its vibrant colors and fiery plumage that seems to glow from within, it would be a sight to behold and a symbol of all the beauty and wonder that exists in this world. So that is the mythical creature I'd choose to exist. A majestic phoenix that brings hope, beauty, and inspiration to all who see it. What mythical creature would you choose to bring into reality? I bet it would be a creature that fills your heart with wonder and your imagination with endless possibilities. At the end of a long, tiring day, nothing brings me more peace than sitting down with a good book and a warm drink, and just letting my mind wander. There is something so comforting about getting lost in the pages of a story, whether it is fiction or nonfiction, historical or contemporary. It is like a mini vacation for my brain, where I can escape from the stresses and strains of everyday life and just be present in the moment. And of course, there is nothing quite like the feeling of sipping a hot cup of tea or coffee as I read, with the warmth and comfort of the drink seeping into my body and soul. It is a ritual that helps me unwind and release all the tension and worry that has built up during the day. And best of all, it is a simple pleasure that I can enjoy anytime, anywhere, whether I am at home or on the go. So that is what brings me peace at the end of a tiring day. The simple act of reading and sipping hot tea or coffee, as I let the worries of the world melt away. What brings you peace after a long day? I bet it is something simple yet powerful that helps you recharge and rest your weary soul. Curiosity is such a beautiful and powerful thing. It is the desire to learn, grow, and explore that lies at the heart of all human experience. Curiosity is what drives us to ask questions, seek answers, and push the boundaries of what we know and understand. It is what makes us different from other animals, who are content to live their lives in a relatively narrow range of experiences. Curiosity is what fuels our imaginations and allows us to dream big and reach for the stars. And most importantly, curiosity is what connects us to each other and to the world around us. It is what makes us want to know more about each other and our place in this grand universe we live in. Curiosity is not just a feeling or an emotion, but a way of life, an attitude of openness and receptivity that allows us to see the world in all its wonder and complexity. So that is what curiosity means to me. It is a gift, a calling, and a way of being that helps us grow, learn, and become more fully human. What does curiosity mean to you? I bet it is something just as beautiful and powerful that helps you see the world in all its glory. If I could have any superpower, I think I'd choose the power to heal others with just a touch. It would be such an incredible gift to be able to reach out and ease someone's pain, whether it is physical, emotional, or spiritual. I imagine I'd use my healing powers to help those who are suffering, whether they're dealing with illness, injury, grief, or loss. I would use my powers to bring comfort and hope to those who need it most, and to help them find strength and resilience in the face of adversity. And of course, I would use my healing powers to help others heal themselves, by encouraging them to trust in the power of their own hearts and minds to overcome obstacles and challenges. Healing is not just a physical thing, but a spiritual and emotional thing as well. And with my superpower, I would aim to help people heal in all those ways. That is how I would use the power to heal others, with compassion, empathy, and a deep desire to make a difference in the world. What superpower would you choose? And how would you use it? I bet it would be something just as wonderful and life-changing. Responsibility is such an important concept. It is the idea that we are accountable for our actions and words, and that we have a duty to act in ways that are beneficial and constructive, rather than destructive or selfish. Responsibility is what gives us the power to shape our own lives and the lives of those around us. It is the ability to take charge of our own lives and make choices that will help us grow and thrive. But responsibility is not just an individual thing, it is also a collective thing. We are responsible for each other and for the world we live in. We have a duty to treat each other with kindness, respect, and compassion, and to work together to create a better world for all. Responsibility is not always easy or fun, but it is essential if we want to be fully human and fully alive. It is what allows us to rise up and meet the challenges of life head on, and to become the best versions of ourselves that we can be. So that is what responsibility means to me. It is an essential part of what makes us human, and what allows us to live full and meaningful lives. What does responsibility mean to you? I bet it is something just as profound and important that helps you navigate the world with grace and integrity. Well, hello everyone. I hope you all had an amazing stream and are ready to keep the party going into the night. I just wanted to pop in real quick to say thanks for all the fun and laughs today. It is always a blast chatting with all of you, and a special thanks to the streamer name for putting on such an incredible show, and for being the coolest and most talented person in the world. We are so lucky to have you. Now I know you are all probably worn out from all the dancing and singing and celebrating, but I just wanted to remind you that our next stream is coming up on Tuesday, the 10th of March at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Mark your calendars and get ready for another night of fun, laughter, and good times with your favorite VTubers. I'll see you all there. Same bat time, same bat channel. Until then, stay safe, stay happy, and most importantly, keep being awesome. Bye for now, everyone.